Aries, don't ram at me, okay? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have real down to earth, been married for 25 years energy with Aries. Or at least that's the spiritual bond or friendship you have with somebody there. Keep in mind, Two of Wands too. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. To me, this feels like Aries, you may have had doubts about your marriage, and it's like, I don't want to give up on my partner. I remember why we're friends now. I'm going to make the decision to stay. It's like bright lights, day city. Something put the spark back into it. Let's just start over. That's Aries energy, and that's the Lovers. Okay, the World card. A cycle has completed. It's like we done dragged each other through the trenches enough. Now it's time to start over. It's like what is it? A redo or a fresh start? Fresh start. Fresh start. Talk to me, Aries. What happened in this moon cycle? I'm still in love with my husband, or I'm still in love with my wife. That's what happened. You don't want to bleed yourself dry. I feel like you've done a lot of that. So much of making a name for yourself and being successful, Aries, kind of put a damper. You put so much high expectations. Look, can you make this shit up? Planet Mars, full moon in Aries, a fairy climax approaches. Okay? Work through your fears with Scorpio. If you're not with a Scorpio, some of you are with a Scorpio, but so much of trying to make a name for yourself, it kind of put a damper on your relationship. It made your partner feel a little inferior to you, or inferior in the connection. Not as an individual, but in the connection. Now y'all starting to talk more. You're starting to rebuild that intimacy, and that fairy climax is approaching. It's like, I remember why we were friends in the first place, because I always knew you were it. Like, Carrie, you're the one. And just like that, I was. Okay? So what is the most courageous thing I've ever done? And how did it make me feel? I never want to think about my next girl, because you made me forget about my ex-girl. Okay? The way you pulled me out of all of that, I didn't forget all of that. What kind of advice on life would I tell my old self and give it to my current self? Fuck these $2 hoes, they ain't worth it. I heard that loud and clear. That's like, I feel like your partner has such a fiery reputation that it might have been manipulated behind the scenes, but your partner never knew that people were trying to discourage you from being with this person. These were people you trust and people whose opinion you value, Aries, and people were advising you against your person. And I don't think your person ever really found out because of your integrity, Aries. So what I want to say is like, you're talking more in depth, you're getting honest, you're starting over. It's like you're rebuilding that intimacy, you're rebuilding the trust. So like, in your mind, Aries, is like, I feel like me knowing that it has breached the trust, so much of it. So it's hard to be in love with my partner when I know that people are advising me against this person, and it's causing pressure and an internal conflict within myself. And my partner doesn't understand that. All my partner see is me just trying to make a name for myself, and then it may have applied pressure to my person, and it kind of, I put so much pressure on my person that it made her crack. I feel like it's an Aries man. It made her crack under pressure. Not that she couldn't handle it. It just wasn't fair to her what I was doing, and wasn't telling her why I wasn't telling the truth about why I was doing it. It was just people in my ear. Because I'm somebody who's big. You know, I've been investing in myself since I was young. See, with the Ancestors card, this is people you value and people you trust, who are kind of like iffy about the person you chose to spend your life with. These people you could have kids with. Even if you don't have kids with this person, this is somebody you choose as a life partner, and your bottom line is people who you value and respect didn't like it. And now that you're telling your person that, your person had no clue, because you're so solid and strong, but that was also why you stopped being in love with them. You may have had love for them, but you wasn't in love with them, and you were going to leave the connection for so much of it. You were going to like distance yourself. Muse of astrology. Your person is very spiritual. Look at that. Very spiritual. So your person has a way of knowing when things are not right for you. But your person has a very interesting way. Like your person gets you. Like I put the muse of astrology and the fairy climax together. This person understands your psyche like no other. Anybody who don't understand it don't have to. But this person gets you. That's what I'm getting. And whoever didn't like it, that was just too goddamn bad. Or at least it should have been that way. And it was not that way. But your partner listened to you and respect what you say so much that they didn't get mad when they heard it. They felt a little disappointed, but they listened. And it's just, you just rekindled the friendship. It's like, I remember why it's us against everybody else. Because you always kept it real. No matter what I was going through or what changes I put you through or how you like, I put all that pressure on you. That was so abusive to our friendship, to our intimacy. Our intimacy is a big thing in this connection, is the intimacy. And I just want to apologize. So the most courageous thing you've done, Aries, is like keep it real, get real vulnerable with your person and just really show your person the respect that they deserve in the face of everybody who thought you was going to dish your person in front of everybody. Courageous, because it's such a vulnerable thing. You value your family so much. You have Capricorn in your chart, very traditional person, you know, very modest, you know, listen to what your parents tell you all the time, grandparents, great aunts, you know, it's just a thing, you know. Planting seeds, yeah. King of Swords, very honest, deal with the facts. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. You know, those family reunions, you go sit with your family, they over there talking, they crap. You know, it's not about the mannerism being disrespectful, it's just you was cold towards your person with that King of Swords. You only dealt with the facts. Meanwhile, your person's that Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands in reverse is like, I don't want to argue, I'm never going to disrespect you. Five of Coins, that even if I felt like left out in the cold, you know, or just abandoned in my emotions, I still respect you enough not to argue, fight, and cause conflict with you or your family. I didn't even know your family was telling you to do that. I'm still willing to work and invest on this connection. The Three of Pentacles, I like that this picture of the Three of Pentacles matched the muse of astrology, like how you, who you are. You're very true to yourself. Even if you're not somebody who gets into that kind of thing, that gives me authenticity. Maybe your partner is a Scorpio or have it in their chart somewhere. You know, I never did nothing vicious. You know, I strategically watch my mouth around you because I know how sensitive you really are. And although you didn't always get that respect from other people, they also don't understand why you're keeping me around, because I don't manipulate you like that. You see how she's putting stuff in the food to keep her husband faithful? She never did that. You always trusted me. Like, I owe you the world for that. So what kind of advice would I give my old self to my current self? Put that woman first, or put that man first. Switch it how it applies. Remember we used to go out on the town? We used to go to all them festivals and like social events and stuff. Why don't we ever stop doing that? Because you had your guard up, Aries. You knew that would make us closer, so you stopped doing it. You use professionalism as a way, because you got 7 pentacles, she got 3, that's a 10. But you were the situation was manipulated to make it feel like a 4, like a lackluster, worrisome, we don't have it like that, let's not overdo it. That's manipulation. It's just flat out lying. Making the other person feel like the 5 of Coins, like this is a little rough. A little rugged for like 21 years or however long, 21 months. 7 of Wands, you were guarded with the 7 of Wands. 9 of Cups. Knowing damn well, can't nobody fuck you like me. It ain't no replacing me. This the Aries, you're telling that to your person. It's like, it's no replacing you. You're my wish fulfillment. Like, I'd be damn. Like, I wasn't stupid enough to see you leave. You never asked to leave. So let's get married all over again. Woo! It's like on the sitcoms where people say stuff like that and the audience be like, woo! And they start clapping and stuff like that. Like, nice. Yes. What else? Sorry, I'm taking too long to shuffle. I think I see that death of transformation card somewhere in there. Because you got that Page of Cups. That's an apology. Let's get married. Okay? But if you look at her, she's throwing the water out. It's a little like a little mask or something negative. She's throwing those negative emotions out. Like, I always take my ritual baths. So I don't go to bed with a heavy heart. That was always my inspiration with being married to you, Aries, is that I knew I had to be strong for you because I didn't realize that it was your ancestors that was causing your parents and everybody who was the cause of it. But I always knew you had a lot of internal battles, and I knew I had to be tough for you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I make sure I take my ritual baths. I keep my energy clear for you. Seven of Swords. One thing I never did, that Seven of Swords is here twice. One thing I never did was worry about the stress lines that show up on my face, because if I end up getting stress lines working for my husband to keep my husband happy, I'm a very religious person. I'm not just, it's like you have to have that spiritual element to have a friendship with God to even be religious. It can't be all theoretical. You dig what I'm saying? It has to be spiritual too. And people disconnect that part because they can't face their Lord. They can't face their vulnerabilities. But I'll be damned. I'm maybe a little stressed in the face. My hair might be a little dry, but I know what I'm doing it for. I've not forgotten my rebuttal. This person is just as strong as you, Aries. I feel like it is a Scorpio Aries dynamic, or y'all got it in your chart somewhere. And this person is just as passionate for you as you was always passionate about them. So this person is like, you got people saying, why she look like that? Or why she look hard on the face? Because she works to please her husband day and night, night and day, because that pleases her Lord. Figure out what that means. The ritual baths come in handy, and it's still water right there. Water. Okay? I look stressed today because it's a little difficult today, but that's today. That's not every day. You dig? I climax on a regular. And that's one thing you never did, was cheat on your spouse. I told you that death of transformation is right there. And that King of Cups is on the other side. We're going to stop right there. Right there. Yeah. Your spouse, Aries, is a professional gen slayer. That's what I get from this depiction. And this person is so emotionally intelligent. Like, the King of Cups is Scorpio energy anyway. So it's a lot of Scorpio energy here. It's a lot of passion, a lot of all or nothing. All or nothing. It's all or nothing. Yeah, I will marry you every day. Okay? Every day for the rest of my life. I will continue to get these stress lines, and I will continue to let you make me climax, or I climax on you, to get the stress lines right back off, because that is my duty to do so. So Aries, a lot of reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, Four of Wands. Yes, we're getting married again. We're going to renew our vows because it's just us against the world in our North Node. Okay, Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.